Hello everyone. Yes, the last type of RNA is ribosomal RNA. It is the most stable RNA compared to mRNA as well as tRNA. Even though like some abnormal sequences will be there in the rRNA, the studies have not been done on the rRNA compared to mRNA as well as tRNA. Got it? Okay, but still it is very important during translation process. So some points simple. It is also called as the stable RNA. It's very stable RNA, normally present within the ribosome as well as it is also seen in the cytoplasm also. But majority of the rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA. So it is understood that to make the ribosome, we need ribosomal RNA. Got it? Okay. So seen in the ribosomes. 80% of the total RNA, where exactly ribosomes are seen? On the endoplasmic reticulum, like makes a rough endoplasmic reticulum, as well as ribosomes also floating within the cytoplasm. Ribosomes are one of the non-membrane bound organelles. Correct? We have already studied in the previous year. Okay, it has got one enzyme called as ribozyme enzyme. Just remember it. Ribozyme enzyme in the sense nothing but RNA itself, which acts like enzyme, ribozymes. Okay, so ribozyme activity, that is rRNA. Then now the difference is in the prokaryote there are some other type of rRNA. Let us see that. See here 23S, that is small ribosomal RNA. 23 small ribosomal RNA acts like peptidyl transferase. That is very important to join the amino acid. We'll talk about it later. Just note this point. That is enough. Okay. 23 yes ribosomal RNA. In the case of eukaryotes, it is bit different. That is 28 small ribosomal RNA. That's the difference. 23 in prokaryotes, 28 in the case of eukaryotes, which acts like peptidyl transferase enzyme. Now, to make the 30, that is small subunit, that is 30 Swedberg unit of the ribosome, which contains 16S rRNA. We have already discussed it, okay, when I was talking about mRNA, correct? Okay, so this particular smaller subunit of the ribosome in prokaryote, which is now contains 16S small ribosomal RNA. Remember it. Same here, the smaller subunit in the case of eukaryote, that is 40 Swedberg ribosomal unit, which is contains or made up of 18 small ribosomal RNA. That is the only difference. Okay, very simple, no need of confusion here. 16, 18, which is bigger here. 18 eukaryotes, like that. Okay, 50S, that is the larger subunit, that is 50S in the case of prokaryotes, which is now mainly made up of or contains two types of rRNA, that is 23S rRNA, along with that 5 small ribosomal RNA will be there. Just notice. In the case of eukaryotes, there is no 50S. Instead of that, 60S is there. So to make 80S type of the ribosome, for 640 and 60 makes 80S. In this case, 30 and 50 makes 70S. 70S, which is also seen in eukaryotic cell in special membrane bound organelles like chloroplast in the plant cell, or maybe the mitochondria in both plant as well as animal cell. We know it, 70S type of the ribosome will be seen. Other than that, in the case of eukaryotes, you see only 80S, that is in the cytoplasm, other than mitochondria and chloroplast. Okay, so 60S ribosome is mainly made up of 3 different types of rRNA, that is written here: 28S rRNA, 5.8S rRNA, and 5S rRNA. That's it. So that's all about it from this session. Hope you understood the mRNA, tRNA, and rRNA. mRNA may not be asked in your board examination like structure and everything, but be thorough with exons and introns. Okay, but for computed examination, anything could be asked. What is this Shine-Dalgarno sequence, like that, or Kozak sequence? What is the function of it? Kozak sequence. Please make sure that you learn each and every point. Okay, so only 3 types of RNAs like have been discussed in these video sessions. Okay, I'm not going to concentrate on other type of RNA because not necessary. In the next session, maybe in the next week, I'm going to talk about the translation mechanism. Before that, we need to understand the codons. Okay, so there are 64 codons. 64 codons will be there, and you need to learn the function of all 64 codons. So it's a very difficult task. Some says it is not necessary, but I suggest that you be thorough with the functions of all 64 codons. Out of 64 codons, we need to minus 3 codons because we know it UAA, UGA and UAG. These three are obviously stop codons, also nonsense codons. They terminate the translation process. Okay, so 61 codon function is very important. You need to learn because each codon is specific for a specific amino acid. Okay, so for example, AGG codes for what kind of amino acid. So that's what, like, we are going to draw a big chart of 64 codons and we will learn about it. There is a trick to learn it also, so don't worry about it. Okay, fine. Hope you understood these video sessions. Enjoy the week and write well in your test. Bye.